Cody, you got no audio.
No audio.
I can.
None.
We can't hear you. We can't hear you. We can't hear you.
Talk to him.
Is this any better?
Mm-hmm.
A little bit better. No.
Not much. Hold up.
Not like it was
What
before.
about now?
Yeah.
What about now?
Yeah.
What about now?
That's good.
That's great.
This is it. Okay.
Yeah.
Somehow it got turned down. I'm trying to get all of these links out real quick. LTC, Jacob, do the intro, please.
It's the LTC from East Tennessee. My name is Jacob Kelly Lewis. People call me JKL. What's up?
It's me, Cody, your host with the most, coming at you with another fun episode of LTC.
I'm pissed off Kyle Busch fan, Dalton Good.
Weekly occurrence.
I am your co-prediction king.
Okay, well that's a great intro part.
Hashtag Corrigan.
Yeah, welcome to another show. I'm glad to be back. I was off for a week. I was in Las Vegas, had a great time, and I got to come back and watch a little bit of COTA.
Woo woo.
Woo woo.
COTA is awesome.
So we love COTA.
We love COTA.
Yeah. So let's see what we got so far. Yeah, hopefully it's fixed now. Papa Good, shout out Papa Good.
Papa Good.
I guess let's just give like a precursor to the weekend going into COTA. Papa Good hooked me up with some Bristol tickets to go and watch the Dirt Nationals this weekend. Let me just say, the track is beautiful compared to how it was last year. Seeing it in person, the cushion is so much fluffier than it was. I can clearly see a difference in the banking. But for the Nationals, it was freaking cold and so damn windy. My lips are still like just crust. It looks like I ate glazed donuts and didn't want my lips up afterwards.
I literally felt like I was in the tornado from the Wizard of Oz. That's how insane.
I could see the misery in your face. Well, Jacob's lips were blue within 30 minutes.
Yeah, I was cold as hell. And I looked at Cody and I said, hey, it's my birthday. I got a steak waiting on me. So I'm leaving. So I left. And then Cody watched the rest of the race. Cody, was the final good? I'm so sorry.
Absolutely incredible it was. Dude, those cars, I can't even explain how fucking fast those cars are at Bristol. They run like 13, 14-second lap times. That's faster than Cup cars, man. They are going 120 miles per hour in those corners. And like when I tell you those guys like yeet that wheel, dear God, do they yeet that wheel? I mean, they go full send. And like, I did not know a whole lot about dirt racing, like actual dirt racing, going into this, other than watching some like World of Outlaw events. And I watched the Dirt Nationals last year, but seeing it in person, dirt racing is incredible. Like absolutely insane. Like the sheer effort that it takes to do what they do. Semi-professional iRacer here. I've tried Bristol Dirt and iRacing, and like I can't even like make it 3 feet, dude, without just like in circles. I think Jacob, you tried it too, didn't you?
Yeah. You let me try it at your house, and I felt like I'd done better on dirt than I did on the asphalt track. It was so bad. I was still shit at both, but yeah, it was pretty fun. But I mean, I enjoyed what I seen. I was just wondering about that last like the final round or whatever.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it was an incredible race. And like I said, the speed that those cars travel are just like, it's almost like incomprehensible as a NASCAR fan to see something moving that fast around Bristol. And I mean, from my understanding, the World of Outlaws go even faster around Bristol. So I'm excited for that after the Cup race.
Yeah. And, you know, that's the first time I've seen Bristol with dirt. You boys seen it. Well, Parv, did you see it? You were there. Shit, everybody was there except me.
Dalton wasn't.
Dalton wasn't there. All right. Well, Dalton is beautiful. I'll say that. It's one of the most beautiful sights I've ever seen.
Fuck the Bristol Dirt Race.
Get the fuck out of here.
He's not going to say that in the stand.
Play the video.
You're not going to say that when you see the race.
That was the worst take that has ever been said on this fucking podcast.
I will give my left nut right now. After the Bristol Dirt Race, Dalton's going to go, Man, that was the greatest race I've ever seen. And then he's
Well,
gonna
now
watch
out of
8
spite,
rallies.
now out of spite, he's not going to say that.
No,
We're going to have a live castration of Jacob on.
No,
on
Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch will win the Bristol Dirt, and that's what we'll get him to say it's the greatest race of all time.
That ain't gonna mean fucking shit. It's still gonna suck ass.
It's just a terrible opinion, Dalton. How are we like 5 minutes in and you're already just spewing out terrible opinions?
Hey, I think we have a new.
Shut the fuck up. It's my opinion whether it's bad or not.
Dalton, you're not my third favorite.
I think we have a new winner this year when it comes to the end of year awards for the worst takes.
Bristol's not a real dirt track. Give me back my concrete, Bristol.
Tyler Reddick specifically, and I quote, said it is a real dirt track.
What defines a real dirt track, Dalton?
Yeah, define a dirt track.
Define a real dirt track.
Oh, easy. Eldora, fucking Knoxville. Local dirt tracks all across the country.
So why isn't Bristol? Why isn't Bristol a dirt track?
Genius, it's a fucking dirt track. It's a fucking racetrack with dirt on it.
Dalton can never be a lawyer. Dalton should never, ever be a lawyer.
If the glove doesn't fit, you must have quit. That's Dalton.
Oh, we love the Dalton hate in the chat. It's nice to see Dalton hate every now and then. I love it. I eat it up myself. So we had dirt racing over the weekend. That was fine and down. Oh, he's leaving now.
He's getting
Dalton
up and walking on.
Yep, he's done with the show.
I wonder what that red M&M pillow thing is seen.
Some serious shit. He takes it into the shower with him.
That thing's fucking scarred. Look at it. It used to smile.
Yep. I knew he was going for something. Dalton, while you're away, Jacob posed a serious question.
Yeah, I was wondering what that red M&M like little plushy thing back there has seen. I said that it used to smile, and now it's.
No comment. Nothing.
Oh God.
Oh, he's
poor red M&M. Shit. Oh my God.
Dalton, it's your fault.
I think you need to put up that comment real quick.
Oh, Jacob, that was a great question. I think it is too. It's just a normal question.
So anyway, hey, guess what? The trucks race first. Who watched the truck race? Raise your hand.
Highlights.
So I'll be honest, I only know the very ending. So Dalton and Jacob, y'all take it away here.
So Zane Smith dominated, and I really thought that he was going to lose the race. And then Kyle Busch had a chance, and I'm sure that's where Dalton is going to be more pissed off than anything about. So Dalton, do you agree that Alex Bowman is a hack now? Is that in your opinion?
Alex Bowman sits down when he pees.
What an insult, man.
That is like, you could spit in his face and it would hurt less than that one.
Alex Bowman didn't cry at the end of Marley and Me.
That might have been worse than when Cooper told you, I hope you're nervous.
Alex Bowman bleaches his asshole.
All because that he did Kyle talked some shit. I mean, I'll say that. So, I mean, like, if somebody's talking shit, aren't you going to lean in on them a little bit? Good talk.
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Wasn't there also another interaction between drivers during a truck race? I saw in the highlights that there was, like, I think it was Matt Crafton and then a different driver.
Yeah, Matt Crafton had some words with, hell, I can't even remember who it was now. He spun them out.
It was a 61 car. I'm pretty sure. Cause what I saw in the highlights is something. I think the 61 spun Matt Crafton, and then Matt was like, "Yeah, I want to get revenge. I'm gonna get revenge on him later," and then he did.
Yeah, he spun him out. I mean, it wasn't that bad. The biggest thing for me is that Front Row Motorsports has actually came out with a pretty competitive team this season in the Truck Series. Like, I mean, in the Cup Series, it is what it is. They've got a few wins here and there. They obviously have that Daytona 500 from last season, but I mean, they've won now at a super speedway race.
Where is Cooper to defend this team?
I know, like, he needs to be here for this moment. I mean, Front Row Motorsports is definitely. I mean, obviously, Zane Smith was a championship contender last year. I think that was Cody's pick to win the championship last year in the Truck Series. But I mean, they've won on a road course and they won on a super speedway. The question is that 38 truck going to be in the Final Four this year? Because, like, I mean, this is how teams get started. If you're winning money in the Truck Series, guess where that money goes? It goes into the team. It doesn't go into the Truck Series team. It goes into the team. And Front Row Motorsports might have a chance to be competitive on all ends. I mean, you never know. They might drop an Xfinity Series team, have a team all across the board.
I mean, if you win a cup, if you win a road course within a cup car, if you win a road course in a truck, I think that's pretty successful. So, and plus, if he was that dominant, and if there's any other road courses this year, we might see that again, and that can get him further into the championship.
Yeah, I mean, Zane's looking pretty good. They got that win. It was just that last lap that was crazy for me.
So I did, of course, I saw the last lap.
You did
I've
see
kept
that.
up, yeah, and I mean I've kept up with the Truck Series just as well as the Xfinity Series and Cup Series this year. I mean I knew who like the heavy hitters were going to be going into this race, and I knew Bowman would be there in contention towards the end, and I knew Kyle Busch would be there in contention towards the end. Of course, Bowman's going to do his thing. Shout out Mama Cody. We got Mama Cody and Papa Good in the chat. That's always exciting.
Hey.
So I knew, what would pan out, but I mean, at the end of the day, I think Zane Smith has already shown so far this season that he is the guy. Of course, Chandler's having a great season so far too. Dalton's twin. But it's true. Everybody else agrees. That's it. Everybody agrees. Dalton's the only person who disagrees. Hey, Chandler. See, he even looked at me when I said it. So anyway, I do think that Zane Smith is going to be the guy of the Truck Series, the way that Sheldon was in 2020, the way that John Hunter was last year. I think Zane Smith's setting up for a really great year. What's up, Ryan?
Yeah, and I mean, obviously ABM's strong. Kyle and Alex had some words after the race. Now I don't know what they said to each other or exactly.
It was so inaudible. But I couldn't understand because I knew.
No comment.
Fair enough.
I feel like it was just like a typical how Kyle Busch is most of the time after he gets spun out or something. He didn't want to talk to Alex at all. He was just there basically at that point. I don't really want to know what was said.
Well, it was obviously Bowman's fault. Like Bowman definitely went in there as wide as he could.
Can I say that Bowman did nothing wrong?
No, he didn't do anything wrong. You went for a win.
Yeah. Just wanted to clarify.
No.
Dalton, do you agree with that statement that he did not? And I know Kyle Busch was at the shit end of the stick, but wouldn't you have wanted Kyle Busch to do the same thing from Bowman's side?
Kyle Busch didn't finish first.
What an expert analysis by Dalton Good himself. That was like par of when we first started LTC last year.
Yeah.
Kyle Busch did a wreck and he didn't win the race.
Kyle Busch is improving.
Yeah, if you're a Cody Ware fan, you can say that.
My man has had like 3 bad. Listen, I want Kyle to do good right now too because he's in my fantasy league, but he's not done shit for me.
Oh, that's not anymore, pal. Or did you
Stop putting him in your
redraft him?
fucking fantasy? He's useless.
I hadn't redrafted him yet, but like I'm thinking that the boys. I don't know if they watch this show. I'll fucking say it on here. I'm thinking that the boys are going to not pick him, and I'm just going to keep picking him. And
My keeper, I've already claimed my keeper. It's Ryan Blaney.
Yeah, mine's also Blaney. Blaney's going to get a win.
Mine's Larson because my team sucked these past few weeks.
Yeah, I passed you, Parv. I don't know if you noticed that, but I passed.
Dude, that pisses me.
Me and Dalton have just been slugging it out the last couple of weeks in our league.
I beat Dakota by 1 point.
I had the most dominant first few weeks, and then the last 3 weeks.
Dude, that auto pick, the auto select that we did favored you so much.
Yeah, and like the way we do it, because we do it differently than the other divisions do it, screwed me. Because yeah, Jacob, our league does it different than your league, I'm assuming.
Yeah, Brad's Ross is back, baby.
So Zane Smith wins. Good for him, right? I don't think anybody's except for Dalton. I don't think anybody's mad that Zane Smith is having success.
Yeah, he's not mad at
Congratulations,
Zane
Zane
Smith. He's mad at.
Oh, look at him. All right, so Truck Series into Xfinity Series. Raise your hand if you watch the Xfinity Series. Oh man, what a switcheroo!
I was with you. I was with you.
Parv, Dalton, take her away.
Well, Ty Gibbs. Listen, we don't need to be doing this, okay?
You're calling all that popcorn you've been eating.
Shut up. Shut up, you hoe.
He said, you hoe.
Pimp Daddy Parv out here calling me a hoe.
He's about to backhand you.
You the hoe. You know what? It's less cool with that shirt. I like Bob Ross.
Hey.
But you're not Pimp Daddy Parv anymore.
Yeah,
good job, Brady.
Do you like Bob Ross?
What is that?
It's a figurine of Bob Ross.
You know the question I had about that Eminem plushie a minute ago?
Yeah. Bob's seen some shit. Bob has seen some shit.
It's Bob Ross.
He climbed his way back into the box because he was terrified. Why do you have it in the box?
Venom too. Venom might be pretty scarred.
And I also got this little painting thing where you can see Bob Ross painting.
Where's the?
What's your favorite Bob Ross painting?
Not Pekka.
Without reading it.
I don't know. They don't have the names on them.
Poser.
Yeah, fake Ross fan.
Shut up.
So Xfinity Series, take us away, Parv.
I just watched the highlights. That's why I did this.
Take it away, Dalton.
Xfinity was pretty good. Probably my favorite race of the weekend. Biased and unbiased.
It's the only race of the weekend Kyle didn't get fucked in.
Yeah, must be nice. Ty Gibbs got fucked though.
Yeah.
I fell asleep also. So
now does Ty Gibbs just not know how to drive a car?
I'm starting to agree.
Oh, mine was a joke. Damn. Dalton, elaborate.
Damn, Dalton's jumping ship on JGR in general. Dalton's going to be a.
Cooper was right. I should have listened to him.
Kyle Busch, more like Kyle Busher.
You know, Parv, I actually agree with you.
Why Parv?
I'll even admit I fucking laughed when you sent me that text.
Listen, I watched.
Don't compare Chris Buescher to Kyle Busch. Buescher has just as many top 10s this year.
Oh.
Probably ahead of him in points, hopefully.
Xfinity Series. I didn't even watch highlights on it, personally.
All I know is that the Dinger won.
Oh wait, I lied. When we were trying to find the funnel cakes, I watched the last lap of the Xfinity race, and I had money on AJ Allmendinger. I forgot about that.
Listen. And this is not making fun of a stutter because like that's the thing. I have a stutter every now and then, but that might be the funniest shit. I will never not refer to AJ Allmendinger as Dinger. That's such a cool name. Damn, the hate is real. Yes, it is. Yeah, I mean, obviously, me and Cody we were at the Dirt Nationals at Bristol, and Cody looked at me and was like, "Bubba's in fourth." And I was like, "What the hell,
Dude?
And,
Man,
he's like, "I need to put some money on Bubba." So he puts money on Bubba, and then, well, actually, Cody, tell the story about Shitty Rob talking you in to put money on Ty.
yeah. So met up with my boy Shitty Rob, Racetrack Rob, and he was up for the Dirt Nationals, and we were just talking, where we were spreading our money out, and I tried to talk him out. Somehow I went from talking him out of betting on Ty Gibbs into him talking me into betting on Ty Gibbs. So I should have just held to my guns. My gut is right 100% of the time, but I always just like overthink it. And AJ Allmendinger was one we agreed on, and I mean the rest is history there. But going in, I meant to bet on Bubba, but I'm like, man, it's a road course. Like, do you bet on Bubba at a road course? And I was like, well, fuck it. Well, then, like, I get distracted. I don't bet on him. I check and see where he's at, and he's running like second at this point. And then I'm like, oh shit, maybe I should put some money on him. And like, I opened it up real quick. Thankfully, like the book was still open, so I threw down just a couple bucks on Bubba. And then literally like 3 minutes later, his transmission's fucking dead.
I'll stop being a pissed off little bitch for a quick second and tell you this. Bubba actually ran pretty good for a road course race in Xfinity.
Did he? Like, did he look good?
Top 5, top 10.
How did he get up there? Like, I mean, did he race up there?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. That's what I didn't know if he got there like through pit strategy or whatever.
What really killed him, though, was the transmission at the end of the race. And they said it wasn't going to last the end of the race, so it was pretty unfortunate. But like I said last week, I'm glad Bubba's actually entering these Xfinity races and trying all these different kind of cars for the road courses to try to improve on road courses, because I can't really think of another driver that actually does that. So I really appreciate the dedication from that.
Oh, yeah. I was hyped to see it. I hate that they put him on a road course. I would love to see him like this weekend at Richmond in the 18 instead of John. But yeah, that's something that I could just talk about elsewhere. Jacob, real quick, how much was that jar of moonshine?
Oh, it's $21. I got to keep the jar, so it was a win-win. It's pretty good too. It was a Cole Swindell moonshine.
Shout out Cole Swindell.
Shout out Cole Custer real quick. We need a Cole Custer Dixie vodka. Why haven't they marketed that?
Just if it's just like Cole Custer on the bottle.
Yes.
Dude, I'd buy it.
It's literally the bottle is in
I need to get some of the High Rock. Not to be too big of a Junior fanboy, but I need to get some of the High Rock.
High Rock is Sugarlands, right? Jar
Yeah.
of smart water, maybe. Thanks, Debbie. Missed you. Yeah. It's like Sugarlands, right? It's like a Sugarlands thing. High Rock vodka. Yeah, I'm not very much of a vodka fan.
Yeah, me neither. I take as I'm like just drinking it out of the bottle.
Amsterdam. Yeah, that's some. Anyways, yeah. So I was kind of cool. It was kind of cool to see that Dr. Pepper car. But I mean, going into this weekend, like AJ Allmendinger was obviously a top pick. We all knew that he was going to do good on the road course.
But I was a little hesitant personally. I do want to add, I was hesitant just because of Collick's performance so far this season.
Yeah. Well, there was some people that was pissed off. Who was it? Was it Josh Bilicki that got like heated at Brandon Jones? He buried him on Twitter.
I feel like Brandon Jones has been in more like personal disputes than any other driver in like recent time. Do you think that like he's misunderstood, or do you think maybe he's just like an asshole?
Possibly a bit of both. I don't really know. He's kind of a hard guy to read.
Yeah,
I mean, obviously what's in the news right now is Will Smith smacking the living shit out of Chris Rock.
I knew we were gonna get there.
We're gonna
I
get
was waiting.
there.
It was either gonna be me or you that brought it
Yeah,
up.
I mean, that was the
So due
crazy
to our
shit of the season.
enthusiasm, we're gonna go back to the top here. Yeah. So, fellas, where are you at on it?
Well, I was just going to say, I think Josh Balicki's
I can't
tweet was-
read the caption there. Dalton, what does it say?
Oh, sorry. It says, Chris Brown is this a Krusty Krab? Will Smith says, no, this is Patrick.
Chris Brown.
Chris Rock.
Fuck.
Damn it.
Anyway,
I thought
off
you were gonna
this
make a Chris
fucking.
Brown Renata
I know.
joke. That's what I
Yeah.
thought was happening.
Off topic. Let's go back to our topic. Will Smith slapped the hell out of Chris Rock last night. Welcome to the Left Turn Cult, where we're now talking about Chris Rock and Will Smith feuding at the Oscars.
How are we not going to talk about Will Smith, possibly one of the biggest stars of all time? Chris Rock, one of the biggest comedians of all time. Chris
Dude,
Rock,
and he owned it too. That's what
Yeah.
I loved about it. He let him
Yeah.
slap him, and he's like, "Oh, like anybody else, like so." If you walk up and slap me like that, even if I deserved it, like I'm still gonna I'm gonna be a bitch
Why?
about it. Like I'm gonna hit you from behind. Like I'm probably not gonna stand like face to face. Like the moment you walk around, like turn around and walk away, yeah. Like I'm throwing an elbow in the back of the
Yeah.
dome.
100%.
But Chris stood there, he owned it, and he was like, "All right." One of my favorite tweets was Summer retweeted it today, and it was like, had that been Dave Chappelle, we would be in like hour number 3 of just Jada Pinkett roasting. Because like had Will Smith walked up and slapped Dave Chappelle, that would have just made it worse. Because
No.
at that point, like he's gonna be talking about like all this shit she says at that red table, just tears into him.
Like, okay, here's my opinion. All right.
Yeah, I've seen him doing stuff. and
Shout out Logan Paul.
He looks pretty good in the ring from what I've seen. So I'm excited for this Sunday at WrestleMania.
Dude, I'm just hyped for WrestleMania. I will watch WrestleMania this weekend just because Stone Cold's gonna wrestle.
Do you have the Peacock?
Yeah.
Okay, making sure. Yeah, I'm excited for it, but yeah, I'm with kind of Ian on this one.
Exactly. He took it like a man. But also, Jacob, we're probably gonna agree. So go ahead and make your point here.
I think it's a punk ass move. That's my opinion. Now listen, I'm one of the biggest Will Smith fans ever. Like I grew up on Bad Boys, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I love Will Smith, man, but I think it's a punk ass move. You don't walk up like if you walk up and you tell him not to make the joke again, that's fine. But just to walk up and bitch slap somebody for no damn reason. What fucking grown man's bitch slaps another man? That's my thing. Like if you're gonna hit somebody, fucking knock them out.
Can I tell you something?
What?
What if I were to tell you I think he didn't want to do it?
Dalton,
Because
preach, brother. Preach.
Because I don't know if y'all saw the full video, but at first I saw that Will was laughing at it.
He thought it was funny.
Yeah, but then you guys should know that Jada told him, "You better bitch slap that hoe."
She's
And then-
like, Tupac would have defended me.
"Yeah." So she's always laughing. Said, "Go do something about it." I'm like, "Fine, babe."
Jacob, are you familiar with like the depth of their story?
Yeah, I heard about it today. I heard about that Chris Rock made a joke about Jada.
Jada Pinkett Smith's Will Smith's relationship is open, but not to making jokes about his wife.
So no, I'm talking, Jacob. I'm talking like the Will and Jada relationship.
Oh yeah, I'm very familiar with that. I
Like
think
she
Jada-
just like puts him on blast all the time, and like
Yeah, well, like, okay, what married couple? And I'm sorry, you can have an open relationship, but what I saw something that she said one time where she said he doesn't please me in bed. You don't say shit like that, out of
Right,
nowhere.
like-
that's embarrassing.
it is. But also, like if she's just talking to like her girlfriends, that's fine.
Yeah,
I mean, that's whatever. Sure, I still think it's disrespectful personally, but no, this man is one of the most popular celebrities on the planet. She's popular in her own right too. I mean, I'm not like discrediting her own career, but she just like takes this man's like entire being and soul and just like crushes it while she sits at that red table.
yeah, Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't like her. I think she's a manipulative human being. That's just me. Do I know her personally? No. I've only watched shit that she's been on. That's just my take from it. But the reason I brought this up is like everybody's talking about that, but I really think the tweet from Balicki was more hardcore than that slap on stage to Brandon Jones.
I just want to say the best tweet of this whole thing was the DreamWorks crossover, which was Marty the Zebra on the stage, and then the fucking Oscar from Shark Tale, and then Gloria from fucking Matty Castro.
I'm literally over all the memes. It took.
I still think it's fucking hilarious. It's still fucking hilarious.
Yeah, funny as shit. He slapped Chris Rock on live television.
Ian, I agree here. I think anybody who was with Jada Pinkett Smith for that long is probably like willing to pop off over a sneeze.
Well, and then there was like a tweet. There was like a news article that said that
You're not gonna get it, Jacob. But
I love that one. So Jacob, in a football game, apparently Mason said something not so nice to Miles. So Miles took his helmet off and clonked him upside the head with it.
I remember seeing that.
And Miles' helmet was off and Mason's helmet was off at the time too.
Yeah, so he just
he hit him. Like he could have killed him literally.
Yeah, he ate a helmet to the head.
Yeah, I remember seeing that video. Yeah, I mean, I just think that I don't know. I just don't like that move. I mean, the thing is that like Will did it, and then he won the Oscar. So, and that it's already awkward enough that he wins the Oscar, and then he walks up and he's like, and some news article was saying that like he apologized, and then his apology went a little bit like this. He said he was talking about his character in the movie he was in. Was it King Richard? Is that what it was? He's talking about King Richard. He's like, King Richard was a fierce protector of his family, and like, so much venom into it. Oh, that's not really an apology.
And see, so there's another like salty take from all that too. People are like, well, Will Smith through all of that, he took away from the Williams sisters. I mean, I don't think that like him winning that award affected them in like the least bit. Yeah,
that's
now. I mean, it hurt the team behind the film itself. You know, like if I'm the director or like the artistic director who worked directly with Will Smith, and he goes up there and like turns this whole fucking spill into how he's like a big man, I'm livid. I'm absolutely livid.
Well, the thing is too. So Will. When Will got done with all that, he was like, it's whatever. But Chris Rock, I guarantee you that Netflix signed him to a new special that night.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Everybody's going to tune into that to hear that shit.
I hear this point of view, like 100% for sure. But also, I think like the biggest thing is like when you're a celebrity, when you're an A-lister, when you're out there at those events, when you show up, like you're fair game. I mean, and I feel like that's literally a part of celebrity, right? Like and it sucks, but at the end of the day, you're fair game. And I mean, I didn't even know that she had a health issue prior to all of this happening.
I didn't either.
Right. So, I mean, it came out of nowhere. It probably wasn't general knowledge. She just shaved her head. So he made a G.I. Jane joke.
Here's the thing, though. As a grown man, there are some crazy ass people in this
That's a good take, my mom.
That's a good take. There are some crazy ass people in this world.
I mean,
so
Will Smith's a weird motherfucker. I mean, did you expect anything else?
I don't think he's weird. I mean, I don't really think he's weird. I think he's like manipulated, of course.
I think just like from the stuff that she says about their relationship, I think he's weird if he's like still in that relationship personally. No. How the fuck has this became like a lifestyle blog?
I don't know.
One more thing I want to say. I just love how Sal from Practical Joker's taking his Jada Smith tattoo and just running the fuck away from it.
Dude, you got to. If you have that on your body, you got to run with it.
Oh, yeah.
It's just, like I said, there's crazy ass people in this world. So I just answering that comment from Ian, man, you got to watch people, man, because you lock up and clock somebody over some people say stupid shit all the time. You walk up and clock somebody, you never know what the fuck that person's going to do. Especially in Tennessee, everybody has a gun. Everybody has a gun. There's nothing that you can do about it. Yeah. So that's just
I don't have one yet.
This is went. From
Dalton
NASCAR.
doesn't need a gun strictly for Sundays if Kyle Busch is having a bad day.
I also don't own a gun.
Okay, back to racing. Yeah.
Yeah.
But, yeah,
Dalton's just like firing it up into his ceiling.
No, I was gonna say like that meme where they were watching Amy Schumer like do her little comedy bit, and someone was like laughing. It goes like, that's exactly what I did on the final lap on Sunday. Like I just laughed my ass off and goes.
So, what was more exciting? Will Smith smacking the shit out of Chris Rock at the Oscars, or the Sunday Cup race at COTA?
Oh no, we can't. Because
It was a good segue.
no,
It was a
that
good
is a
segue.
good segue. But I'm gonna still side with Will Smith slapping Chris Rock. But I enjoyed the race. I loved the race.
You honestly think that Will Smith slapping Kid Rock? Fuck.
Here we go. We've had Kid Rock, Chris Brown. Parv, you want to fuck it up too? Say Dwayne The Rock.
I'm
It's
staying
all
out
about
of
drive.
this
It's all
shit.
about power.
I'm just staying out of this
It's
shit.
all about slapping the shit out of comedians at the Oscars.
Just say Marty from Madagascar.
Like Justin Allgaier or Gallagher.
Gallagher. Yeah, Justin Gallagher getting the shit slapped out of him, or the COTA race. No, but overall, I am. Is this our segue into the cup?
I mean, Dinger won.
Sheesh.
We expected
All right.
it.
I feel like I'm the road guy of the group.
Yes.
I think that's fair to say. I have high expectations every time we turn right, and I was very, very, very happy with what the current Gen 7. What do we came up like? Do we have an agreement yet on what we call it, or is it next gen this whole season, and then we'll call it Gen 7 next year?
I call it Gen 7 right now.
Gen 7.
Jacob,
There was air conditioning coming into my what?
is it next gen or Gen 7? What are we calling it?
Oh, it's Gen 7 now. Next gen was the year before, in my opinion.
So I love what the next gen cars are doing on the road course. Chris Brown's gonna rock you. That was a great little segment.
That was cool.
Who raise your hand if you hate Mikey's grid walk? I agree, Ian. So Dalton doesn't fucking like to have fun. I love Mikey's grid walk. I
fucking hate Michael
absolutely adore
Waltrip.
it. Dude, I don't like Mikey for Cup, but I absolutely love Mikey anywhere else.
I genuinely feel sorry for Dalton's future wife, because when Kyle Busch hits the wall, she's gonna have like 3 days of hell. She's
Like,
like,
why
what do you want?
won't you-
Michael
why won't you talk to
Waltrip's
me?
grid walk has always been annoying as hell.
What do you want for dinner, Dalton, honey? And he's gonna say, "You bitch, just cook."
Just get in the kitchen and make me a pizza.
I will not stand. Here we go. Ian and
Thank
Dalton have
you,
teamed
for the
up.
love of God.
Yeah.
Michael Waltrip is not annoying.
Dalton is not fun. You are correct. Listen, honestly, I can live without Mikey in the booth. But I love Mikey in front of the camera. The grid walk is one of the like funniest things to me every single week. It's so funny.
Are you gonna
It's
tell?
not.
Are you gonna sit here and tell me that Michael Waltrip dropping that taco on Denny Hamlin's car that time was?
There
not the
we go.
funniest
Mikey
shit?
is goated.
It adds
I'll
so
tell you-
much. It
I'll tell
adds
you a
so
better
much.
moment. I'll tell you a better moment that
Fine,
happened.
I'll shut up.
Thank you, Callista. Thank you, Callista. Come in and whip
Callista.
some ass.
Dalton
Now-
is leader of the anti-fun club.
I'm the leader of the fuck you club. Now,
Oh,
now I'll tell you a good moment for Michael Waltrip's grid walk. It was Martinsville 2016 for the spring race. I can't remember what Michael Waltrip asked. I think he was interviewing Kyle Busch, and he was just sitting on top of the pit wall before the race started, and Kyle, you know what?
Okay, for the
You know-
audio listeners, Junior Barry just said that Mikey has more Daytona 500s than KFB, which
Oh,
is
yeah.
possibly the top.
Jacob,
comment
what
of the
audio
show.
listeners are you talking about? We haven't uploaded a fucking episode on Spotify since the
Yeah, you
Daytona
bitch.
500.
I know, Las Vegas. I'm sorry. Apologies.
No, we are keeping the NASCAR pre-race. We are keeping it because I want even more NASCAR pre-race.
No,
Michael Waltrip in the grid walk adds so much character
get the fuck out of
to
here.
everything before the race that happens, cause you get to see in like 15-second interactions with him and a driver, or him and a crew chief, or him.
Hey,
and a
we have
celebrity.
we have a BFT raid. Hold on, it's ceremony.
That was the worst take that has ever been said on this fucking podcast.
Anyway, go ahead.
I agree with Cody. I agree with past tense Cody. That was past Cody.
I cannot stand Fox's pre-race. I like NBC's. I can watch NBC's all day long, but not Fox. Fox is just so unprofessional. They don't take their shit seriously. They have these.
I don't think NBC does either, though.
No, they're a hell of a lot more professional. Than,
No, but
Spicy take. Fox is 100 times better than NBC.
no.
I don't care. No,
But here was what was fun in the pandemic, when we were doing races, there was no grid walk, but there kind of was. Michael Waltrip had like this little stand-in, like camera guy, and the camera would just go around to drivers and he would talk to them, and that was so cool because it just adds.
Brad Keselowski 14th, by the way.
Yeah, that's where he finished.
I remember the interview I was getting ready to talk to you about before I got interrupted. So
He said before I got interrupted.
so it was Martinsville 2016 spring race.
Facts.
Kyle was sitting on top of the pit wall, and Michael Walter comes up to him for the grid walk, and Michael asked him how happy you're going to be if you end up win your first race of Martinsville. He said, "I'm going to be more happy when you cut that hair."
Yeah. Dude, see, those moments are incredible because while NASCAR is like definitely broadcast wise, it's not taken the most seriously, which is unfortunate from a degree.
And here's another thing I want to bring up. They're not putting out any post-race at all. They're putting more cringy-ass pre-race instead of post-race. Like,
But there wouldn't be space for, like, if they were to give up some of the pre-race, they wouldn't be able to roll that over to the post-race. It's just NASCAR's later start times interfere with all the other major sports. So if we want more post-race, NASCAR needs to roll back the start times.
Fox had one cringy skit this year, and that was the Kyle Larson and Chase Elliott thing, and that was the one I had a problem with. No.
Yes.
I want another Brian Vickers episode.
I actually do too, because my mic was fucked up in that episode. I kind of want
It was, yeah. Well, this will be our third Brian Vickers episode.
Well,
I don't think
y'all can replace me and have Callista that episode because I don't want to be a part of that crap.
Can we?
I would actually love Callista on that.
If we do another Brian Vickers episode, can we just talk about his career and not about the fact that he with kids
sells fake boobs? We can definitely talk about his career, but also we got to talk about where he's at now. So,
yeah.
Sex Island.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I've said it before. Yeah. So the cup race happened. Lots of people got spun.
Did it?
Yeah.
So let's start out from the get-go then. Stage one. Daniel Suarez absolutely fucking ran that shit.
Led every single lap, got the stage win, and he had a fantastic car the whole stage. And then sad for Suarez.
Pain.
Sad for Suarez.
Hashtag sad for Suarez.
Sad for Suarez.
So obviously in my household, like we were both like hype. This Suarez is doing well. The night before, me and Summer were both like before bed, we were like, tomorrow's gonna be a track house day. And like we literally like said that, like face to face. And I think she's the one who said that. And I was like, yeah, it is. I rode a guy all week with Trackhouse, but that's besides the point. We'll get to that. But I knew it was going to be a Trackhouse day. Dude, the way that Darian just goes out of his way to tweet poor drivers to ruin their day is cruel. Is anybody familiar with this? Does anybody get this reference?
Yep.
Okay. Part of Darian Black Flags Matter. If somebody's having a good day, he'll be like, well, Daniel Suarez is doing good. And then like 5 minutes later, they're done.
every time, every single time. It'll be like, watch that 22 car, and then Joey Logano's like in the catch fence the next lap.
I love when Cody says like very violent things with racing terms. He'll be like in the catch fence, through the safety barrier, into the grandstand,
Body mangled in the fucking catch fence.
Yeah.
Summer did cash out this weekend. It was a
Yeah.
good weekend for the pocketbook, I might say.
Yeah.
But stage 1 was exciting. We saw good racing. This was the first time we got to see COTA without rain, so that was cool. I've already been a fan of COTA just because of my Formula One expertise. So, I made a bet on the F1 race, which I do want to talk about at some point during the show. But COTA overall was a very fun time. I was super hyped for it. I knew that COTA could put on great racing. We didn't know what these cars were going to do, though.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, fuck me. Go ahead, Parv.
No, I was just going to say that, I was excited for COTA last year before obviously that race happened with all the rain issues. I was excited to finally see that track, and then this year just brought the A game. It was just a fantastic race. I think it's a great track. It needs to stay in the series.
Well, according to Summer, NASCAR confirmed that they're coming back.
They
should.
I hate F1. Absolutely not. No. That's
F1
fucking take.
Yeah, terrible.
That's a BFD.
Terrible.
Heard
I will
these.
say
That's
this.
cool.
I will say this. I'm
That's
not a
pretty dope.
Formula One guy. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Like, I respect it. It's just I've tried so many times to get into it, and I just can't do it. However, that new Las Vegas strip race, that's catching my attention. I'm not going to lie.
What is?
The what now?
The Las Vegas street race.
Okay. Oh, wait. So you're telling me you like the idea of a street course?
Only in F1.
Oh, good. Way to cover your ass there, buddy, because I was about to tear into you.
Fuck street races. Fuck Bristol dirt.
Dalton, you hate everything that I love.
Yeah, because fuck you.
He's the leader of the Fuck Cody Club. Yeah, so COTA was great.
Too.
Dalton has said two things the whole night. Fuck you. I love my haters.
Junior has a really good take here, and I appreciate and respect it.
Not.
Anyway, stage 2 happens. Daniel Suarez spins. The entire landscape of the race changes.
Yep.
Okay, so I guess nobody wanted to pick up there.
Sorry.
Entire landscape changes. It looks like from that point on, it looks like we have really a 2-car race in between Ross Chastain and Tyler Reddick and Chase Briscoe, or a 3-car race between those three.
Reddick really surprised me at the road course, man. I really didn't think he was going to run that good.
Yeah, he was good.
How does
He's
it
been getting
surprise
better
you,
at road
though?
courses
Yeah,
over the past year.
he had the pole for COTA last year.
Here's the thing about Reddick, though, and you all are going to disagree with me, and that's fine. Does Reddick have the potential to be a championship-winning driver? Yes, I agree with that. Here's the thing, though. He barely finishes fucking races.
But has that been his fault this year?
Not this year, but in past year, yes. And last year he done good at COTA, spun out. He either got wrecked or spun out. I can't remember what it was. And like to see him running up front this year with I honestly expected his aggression that Ross Chastain had. I expected the aggression that Ross Chastain had for Reddick. I did not think that Ross Chastain was going to move Reddick. I thought Reddick was going to dump like everybody in front of him, but he didn't. So he's still winless. Yeah, Briscoe too, man.
Thank you.
It's like
took the words right out of my fucking mouth.
It's like I'm sorry, Summer. What?
That honestly, Jacob, I don't know what fucking racing you've watched in the last year to have just accumulated that opinion that you just made, or that statement you just made.
What? I'm sorry. He hasn't won.
He hasn't. No. Okay. 2020 rookie season. No fucking practice. No qualifying. Minimal track time. He performs very well. He almost gets a win in his rookie year. Okay,
What's the
at
excuse last
Texas.
season?
Huh?
What's the excuse last season?
Last season, he ran so well all season, but he was running at the best of his capabilities in the equipment that he had because he outperformed Austin Dillon every fucking week.
Is that
So
that
many
hard,
top 10.
though? Is that
Top
that
wins. He
hard?
qualified. He was the only. Him and Harvick were the only two drivers without wins to qualify for the playoffs.
Austin Dillon is not a hard guy out.
You're not okay. You're not gonna sit here and fucking like just say anything negative about the way Tyler Reddick has been in that 8 car since he set his ass in it.
Listen, I'm saying that he has the potential to be a championship contender. I've never said that he was a bad driver. I'm saying he's got to finish these races. He has done a better job.
It's not
this
even
season.
his fault this season. I don't think that Tyler Reddick has caused one issue himself this season.
No, not this season.
Like he has
I agree
been
with that.
gathered, and even last season. When did he like? What did Tyler Reddick do for you to think like he's just incapable of finishing?
He hopped in the cockpit.
Oh my god! Imagine having to put your faith in Ryan Blaney's pit crew every week.
It's hard.
I bet.
It's fucking
I could.
hard.
Yeah. I just.
You got me there. It's hard.
I'd rather have Brian Blaney's shitty pit crew than Ben Shore as a crew chief.
Hey, Jay, let's talk about your boy Brad K. Listen, Brad's doing what Brad does. Brad's bringing the team back to the top. The Cat in the Hat is back. The Roush is back. RFK is okay.
To the top of Banker C.
Oh, I'm sorry. Where'd Kyle finish this weekend? Where'd Brad finish? Where'd Busher
20-fucking-8th, baby. Let's go.
Reddick let off the gas last year. Yeah, or that was his rookie year that he did that. So let's talk about shit from 2 years ago. Yeah, Ryan Blaney fans just hurt every single year. Anyway, Tyler Reddick's an incredible guy, and no, I was not surprised to see him up front at all. You know why? Because we've seen him up front every week this year.
He's done well this year. I'm not disputing that. I'm just saying he's got to win a race. Finish these races, you know. Brad still be behind BJ McLeod. Shout out BJ McLeod, honestly.
Brad's getting beat by a blowjob.
Hardy hard. Jacob, we got to be honest with yourselves. Brad is trying too hard with the car and not capable of what he's giving it. Matthew, let's be honest. Roush is back, baby. Either get on the train or hop off, bud.
You're the only one that's on the freaking train.
Listen,
Jacob's the conductor.
I'm the conductor. I'm running this train right into the back of the entire field, just like Brad. I don't care, man.
Cue my picture of Brad and as Miley in the Wrecking Ball video.
JKL Roush is ducking, not winning. So why are you being hard with Reddick? Why am I being hard with Reddick? What?
I love that I can take credit for this one here. RFK.
Steam biting Brad. That's pretty funny. Why am I being hard on Reddick?
Yeah.
Oh, this is. Okay. All right. I understand the question now. Why not? You guys are hard on Roush. Can I be hard on somebody else? Jacobs dude stands in the middle of a college ranting nonsense about the apocalypse, but then the apocalypse is RFK. Listen,
like those guys who used to stand outside of Bristol Motor Speedway on their soapboxes.
Yeah, man, y'all just don't understand progress. That's all I gotta say.
They're progressively getting worse.
Oh man, it's so fun in the LTC Discord. Join the cult. To get in there and rile all these people up, all these cult members, because I'll just get in there and say one and just defend RFK. And sometimes I don't even agree with it, but just seeing people get pissed off.
All he will say is Roush is back, and then me, Cody, and everybody else is like, Jacob, shut up.
All I'm saying is the field is Chris Rock, Roush is Will Smith. Let's fucking go. RFK going to be gone. Okay, that's a bad fucking take, bro. All right, even if they wreck every damn race for the next 3 years, they're not going to be gone.
They're gone by 2030.
No, I've said for years that LeBron James is going to get into the sport with Roush. He already has the stakes there. That'll happen sooner or later.
Roush was
Dude.
back.
I mean, we can't argue with that. Michael Jordan is in the sport. 2 of the biggest basketball players of
But
all
why would
time.
LeBron want to be associated with losers?
They wouldn't be. I mean, Michael Jordan is associated with losers at the moment, but I mean, let's just have 2, okay? The only way Brad is winning this year is every other NASCAR driver retires. Damn, Summer. I thought you were on my side. I was pulling for Trackhouse this weekend too. You know what? I'm against Trackhouse now, just out of spite. Fuck them both. If RWR not gone, RFK not leaving. Facts.
Shout out Ric Flair one time.
I am sad about the Oscar Mayer car being gone though. That does suck.
The Wiener Man moved on.
Dude. It died
Hey,
on
the Oscar Mayer Wiener though was outside of the track at Atlanta, which is weird. Maybe they just don't want to be associated with Brad.
A Wiener sponsorship would be perfect for Brad.
Like
the fact
dildos.
That Pitbull and Jordan are winning car owners is unreal. Someone told me that 2 to 4 years. Yeah, that is crazy.
It's exciting times.
Fuck
you
this
mean a Wiener
mullet, JKL. Are you kidding me right now? Look at this. It's fucking awesome. You're out of your mind, Ron. Shrek. He was better before the mullet.
The mullet just brings something out.
I'm gonna.
You should have seen Jake. You should have seen Jacob with. You also see Jacob with long ass fucking hair back in the high school days.
Oh yeah, punk rocker Jacob. I remember that guy.
No,
That guy was cool. This new Brad guy, I don't know about.
He was slaying it back in high school. You know what I'm saying?
Was I? Was I really?
I think so.
I want to hit this question at the end of the show, so Ryan, stay tuned. Stage 2 happens, but then stage 3 happens. Whoa. So
Ross Chastain took the guns.
He looked to be the dominant car in stage 3, but AJ Allmendinger was consistently there, along with Chase Briscoe. Tyler Reddick had started fading away at this point. Stage 3, though, looked to be a 3-car race between Briscoe, Dinger, and Chastain, swapping back and forth. Specifically second place. Ross held the lead comfortably. Chase Briscoe's bad luck kind of like came back. I'm glad that NASCAR reviewed that penalty and didn't enforce it.
Yeah, that reminded me so much of that Carl Edwards ordeal at Daytona that year, where he's just like, I'm not doing it. Not at all.
Well, it also takes me back to where was it? Where we had the Indy road course. Do y'all remember the ramp that cars were like really trying to like avoid so they didn't skyrocket?
Oh, yeah.
And like if they cut it, then they were getting penalized. And like Bubba was one of the guys who got penalized because he didn't want to launch and become a projectile missile into another car.
I heard that this year they have a Waylon Jennings impersonator stationed right next to that ramp. So when they hit it, the theme song from the Dukes of Hazzard starts playing in the field pause.
Honestly, I wish that was the case. I love that idea. I doubt that we'll see that ramp there anymore because they removed it like during the race.
Yeah, they did. They had to go and get it out because people are almost dying.
Yeah, so I'm glad that NASCAR, like, instead of just having a fine print rule there, that like they're gonna kind of, and it scares me too because of how inconsistent NASCAR is. But I would love for them to look at those like situationally. I mean, the same way that Briscoe lost at the Indy road course, ironically, is kind of what almost costed it his day at COTA.
Yeah, and how sucky is it? They let him stay in 8th place, and then he's like, "Oh, I flat spotted my tires." But the good thing is that he did argue his case no matter what. So now all the drivers know if that shit happens again, they can probably get away with it.
Yeah, but so if you're sent out through like course cutting, what's to stop you from like brake checking somebody to like send you through the course? So I think that like all aspects of it need to be like overlooked when they're going through and like reviewing a penalty. Since Coop's not here, Jacob is the enemy.
They took all the curbs out of road courses because the cars are too low. Low. Roble strips are there. Ross doesn't race any driver different from the other. Love it.
Same.
I can't wait to get to that. Can't wait
I know.
to get to that.
And we're getting there. So we're coming up on the final lap. 3-car battle, right? After Tyler Reddick like forces his way back into contention. 3-car battle. And then you see Bowman just creeping up out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And I'd said for the longest time, I was like, Bowman's in 4th. Bowman's doing Bowman. Bowman's about to Bowman it again. And so
he almost did. He almost did.
Does Bowman redeem himself from his mishap on Saturday? That was like the question going in. So we see AJ Allmendinger and Ross get involved in some contact. AJ Allmendinger sends Ross a little too hot in the corner, and Ross doesn't end up in the gravels. He saves it, comes back onto the course, clearly out of the lead now. It's a battle between Bowman and Dinger. Dinger and Ross contact again, and Ross, dude, like just fucking drives him like down the entire straightaway, bro. Like down the, no, not for a second. Gets Allmendinger loose and a little too hot, and Allmendinger hits. He turns into Bowman, ends up in the gravels. His day is done. So now we have a 2-car race. Who would have thought that Alex Bowman would be there, right, for a road course win? Nobody, but we should expect it now. Like with 5 laps to go, we should always try to figure out where Bowman is. He's got the Bowman magic. Some people say it's a hack. I think it's talent. But AJ was pissed.
AJ was mad. Bowman wasn't, but AJ was mad.
Coming to the white flag, though, thanks to the contact between Bowman and Dinger, that gave Ross an open path to bring her home for Trackhouse's first victory. The Melon Man wins. And we love the Melon Man. Clearly, Dalton's a Melon Man guy with the hat. I
just would like to apologize to Jacob and to Cody, because last year I was sick and tired every single week of you saying the Melon Man is great. The Melon Man is great. And I was getting a little bit irritated this year too. I am sorry. The Melon Man is fantastic, and she's going to bring Trackhouse a championship one year.
He's got 4 top 5s in 6 races.
Here's the thing, though. Me and Cody have been trying to tell everyone that Ross Chastain is the shit. The dude has had some bad luck. I mean, look, he gets with Chip Ganassi in the Xfinity Series. The Xfinity Series team shuts down because of DC Solar. And then they go on, and, you know, he goes down to the Truck Series. He races for Nice, works his way back up into the Xfinity Series with Colleague. Then, you know, wins some races there, does okay. Then finally gets his Cup Series debut ride with Chip Ganassi. And what happens? As soon as he gets it, Chip Ganassi sells his team. And it was admitted this weekend that Ross wasn't even part of the deal, of the sale with Chip Ganassi. So he had to get the job in other tactics. So pretty much, I mean, look at what Ross.
He was racing for another rod last year.
Yeah, he was racing for another ride last year. And I mean, honestly, Trackhouse, I think they made the right decision. When it came down between, I think Kurt Busch, the whole battle between Kurt Busch and Ross last year, I think Kurt went to the right spot, and I think Ross went to the right spot. And I think that you're going to see big things from both of those guys.
What I think is funny is how I've made it through this entire episode, and nobody's even fucking noticed.
Your A-Shock hat?
Look above the A-Shock hat.
Oh, it's a Ross?
No, I thought that was Ross Chastain. The longest time I was like, sorry, bro.
I never noticed that.
Yeah, so I printed out a picture of Ross's face. Summer cut it out, and I just taped it to Chase. And it like fits perfectly.
He looks so good.
Nobody's noticed. I know, yeah, but nobody's noticed Ross back there.
Not at all. Why didn't you put?
I just wanted to see how long it would take somebody to notice that it wasn't Chase behind.
But yeah, he smashed him. Yeah, he smashed that Melon at the end too.
Honestly, it's confirmed that Ross Chastain will take over the non-car.
Yeah, Ross to Hendrick confirmed.
Yes.
Dude, I think one of the coolest moments though was when he was going back around the track. He picked up his spotter and just drove him around. They were just like having the best time of their lives.
I love that Ross immediately started doing burnouts in turn 1.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
he
as
was-
soon as he crossed that start finish line.
and we got to see a watermelon smashed.
Why wait?
Yeah, I don't even want to talk about that. Yeah, so we saw the watermelon smash. I think me, along with everybody else, thought he was about to just fucking drop it on the hood of the car.
That's what
That would have been inspection failure, probably.
Oh yeah. It was so much fun. I enjoyed the race. Love to see Trackhouse get a win. Justin Marks, incredible racer in his own right. I think he's done everything right with starting a new team.
Pitbull is a
yeah.
winner now.
And I mean, I think it goes to show that Trackhouse, like from the start, compared to 2311, has always been like a step ahead. Both of them were single car teams last year, kind of satellite guys, which is crazy because Trackhouse is a satellite to RCR. So I mean, it shows how much RCR and Trackhouse have evolved. Shout out Ross, we love the Melon Man.
Dude, I love how
Uncle Dakota.
Dakota, shouldn't you be cheergating right now?
Uncle Dakota.
Uncle D?
It's
That's Uncle D right there.
Isn't it ironic how the week before I bought this hat because I lost the fucking bet thanks to Parv, and Ross is in victory lane. Now,
Hey.
another reason why I want to wear this hat today is because so the deal was I wear this for the show because I'm a man of my word, and I was gonna shiv it off to my good buddy Alex, who is a diehard Ross Chastain fan. He's like the Kyle Busch me, but like with Ross Chastain is the best way I can describe it. But I kind of want to keep it now
I feel like you should.
because I want to know what it's like to be fast and compete for wins again. I miss those days.
I'm a man of my word. I'm going to wear the hat on the show. I told my buddy I was going to give this hat to him, but fuck him, honestly. I might just keep it.
I'm sorry, Alex, but I'll just join the fan club. That'll make it better.
Oh, shit.
I'm tired of sucking ass.
Shout out Ben Bayshore.
Fuck
But-
the sure.
Even Heidi agreed. She like nodded to that. Does anybody have anything they want to add about the Melon Man?
I mean, that was a finish that was amazing to see. A lot of people were like, "This is how racing should be." My parents said to say, "Just watching the race. That was fantastic. That's how racing should be." It's basically people not giving me a crap about trying to save the car, carried by a teammate or whatever. They go there, they just spin the person out to get that W, and that's how it should be.
The thing is, people were bitching on Twitter after that, and I texted.
That's what I was gonna say. That's what I was going to say, because after Atlanta July race last year, I didn't think I was ever going to defend Ross Chastain. But shout out to Colleague Race's Twitter for acting like a little bitch.
Dude, that's so frustrating, too. I love Colleague. I think everybody loves Colleague, right? But I hate the way, dude, I know Chris is such a cool guy.
Yeah.
But I think the way that they handled themselves, like, it was two-faced and hypocritical. And I think it's fair to say, like, I think anybody from like an outsider's perspective would agree. Dinger moved Ross to pass him for the win.
Mm-hmm.
Ross moved Dinger to pass him back for the win. Where is that not fair? Where is that not a part of racing?
What was it?
Indy last year. Look at Indy. AJ is the one that sent Denny in to chase Briscoe.
Mm-hmm.
So what was the Twitter like? I didn't see college Twitter because I don't follow them. So
they had to wreck us to beat us.
Yeah, that's what Collie tweeted. And then Trackhouse replied, "Really, bro?"
But here's the thing, though. The same people that hold Dale Earnhardt, and I'm not shitting on Dale Earnhardt here, the same people that hold Dale Earnhardt Sr. on the pedestal are bitching about Ross dumping somebody for the win. You're out of your fucking mind if you don't think Dale would have wrecked you on the last lap.
Dude, without a doubt. And Ryan in our Discord, he said it best last night. He uploaded a video of himself. And he said the Twitter people would not have survived during the Earnhardt era.
No. I mean, it's just so it's always hypocrisy with sports. People are competitive and passionate about their person, and it's just the way it is. But man,
I feel like Twitter's always whining when we go to road courses specifically.
yeah, I'd agree.
Whiny 24/7.
Ross won the race. He did what he had to do to win. He even said it. He was like, he's not going to be happy with that move, but I wasn't going to let my first win get away like that.
Dude, good for him, because last weekend should have been his first win.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, so we have 4 top 5s for Trackhouse. Well, I'm sorry, for Ross specifically, because I know Denny has a couple. Trackhouse is on such a great trend, and I'm so glad that I'll be able to die on this, like at the top of the hill, because I feel like with Trackhouse, I'm like way ahead of everybody else because I've been all about Trackhouse. They are the modern day DEI. Ryan asked earlier, do we think that Trackhouse adds a third car next season? No. I think Trackhouse will remain just a powerhouse 2-car team, and I think it's working well for them. Daniel Suarez is so close to getting his win. It's not a matter of if, it's when it's going to happen. I think we're going to see both Trackhouse cars in the playoffs, and I think we're going to see both Trackhouse cars actually be contenders for the championship.
And they're
Not necessarily that they're making it to the championship 4, but I mean, they could, right? And if they continue to build the way they're building so far this season, Hendrick might actually have a rival as far as teams go, because clearly it's not JGR. God knows it's not Roush. It's not 2311. And Penske's the closest thing that they have to competition. But, I mean, even Penske has not came out swinging the way that Hendrick has, the way that Chevy has. I think it's safe to say Chevy is the manufacturer that's clearly the best.
Yeah, and like you said, they're like both people. There's no weak links when it comes to Trackhouse at all. It's just, sometimes they may have rotten luck. So, and I think you were right about them. You're saying that both of them are going to be in the playoffs. I mean, one is guaranteed now. Daniel Suarez, if he can get, a Sonoma or like any race, like a road course, we saw his success on the road course in the first stage. He can get a road course win, and he's in the playoffs. So,
yeah, and I mean, all it takes is to sneak out the Roval race. That'll lock you in for the next round. So, I mean, we definitely, I think Trackhouse is a team to watch, and it's exciting to see such a young team doing so well, full of so many likable guys, right? I mean, it's hard to root against Danny. It's hard to root against Ross, and it's definitely hard to root against Justin Marks and everything that he's done for racing as a whole anyway. Our defending champion, Kyle Larson, he's got to win at California, but that's about all you can say for his season so far. Dude's just had some terrible luck. I mean, if I'm a Larson fan, I'm not worried. I'm not thinking that he's washed and this is it. It's just a rough patch. Same goes for Chase Elliott. People always say that Larson's, the lead fiddle for Hendrick, and Chase is like the second fiddle. Larson and Chase are third and fourth chair right now, in my opinion. I think that Byron and Bowman are putting together a better season. Of course, we're only 6 races in. We have 30 more to go.
I mean, we didn't see the success from Kyle Larson at the beginning of the season at all. We saw his success happen much later on. So I think people who are like, oh, these drivers aren't doing well right now, for the most part, I think Kyle Larson's one, Chase Elliott's another one. Just wait till later on in the season, and they'll get their crap into gear.
Yeah, I mean, I would hope part of this season that you don't think that Chase goes winless again. I would hope that you're much more wiser this go around.
He's not going to go winless. He'll probably win another road course. I think he'll win. He'll get at least one road course win and probably another win on an intermediate or short track or whatever. But yeah, I think that what we should be worried about is like Toyota. For the most part, Toyota.
Toyota looks like total shit.
Like the only person who looks decent right now in a Toyota car is Kurt.
And you cannot argue that. Great point here. Great segue to get into the closing moments. We're going Richmond racing, buddies. This is going to be really, I mean, I guess we can kind of maybe count Phoenix and of course the Coliseum. But this is going to be our first true look at nitty gritty short track racing on the season in these cars. Richmond is known to be a beating and banging kind of track. in recent years, drivers haven't been able to run quite as hard at Richmond due to the fact that if you sneeze on a car, they lost the tire. It's not that way anymore. So I think that Richmond's going to be a great race. Do we have all 3 series running this weekend?
It's just Xfinity and Cup.
Yeah.
Okay. See, dude, that always throws me off. I always struggle to know what we're running. I just know it's on TV, so I'm watching it. So Xfinity and Cup. Let's run it in the order. Since I'm your setting king currently, me and Parv will go Parv and me. So Dalton and Jacob, do me a favor and Rochambeau real quick.
What's that now?
Rock, paper, scissors.
Oh, okay.
Ready? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Oh man. Dalton wins. Jacob, you go first.
Oh shit. So Xfinity Series. I agree with Ryan. He said that. Oh, he said JGR. I thought he said Junior Motorsports. Well, that's fine because my pick's going to be a Junior Motorsports driver. They let one of their drivers get out there and have a little bit of fun running up front this past weekend. The number 1 car is going to find himself in victory lane. It's going to happen. I've been on this kid for a long time. Just go ahead and expect it. That's my pick.
I'm going to go with the Junior Motorsports car this weekend. I'm going to do the 9 and Noah Gregson.
That Noah boy.
Is it me then? Or you
Yeah, because I'm the king. I called the race winner.
Okay, so for my pick, I guess we're the three Junior Motorsports drivers. I'm going with the third one. I'm going to go with Josh Berry to get that W.
We love JRM at short tracks. I love JRM at short tracks. I love JRM at any time. It doesn't matter. I'm just waiting for the day to JRM to go to the Cup so I could just like fully complete my transition as a junior-aholic. But I'm not going to go with a JRM guy this weekend. I'm going to go with somebody out of left field who has pieced together arguably the most consistent season so far. I think that 39 car of Ryan Sieg is going to find his way into victory lane this weekend. Dude, he showed it. He's had speed. He's had speed at intermediates. He's had speed all season long. Where else do you do it than a short track? Ryan is one of those guys who has the white knuckle racing style, and Richmond is back to do it. Ryan Sieg is going to win Saturday.
I love it. Now, it's Cup. I find it crazy that you guys are really shitting on Toyota because I disagree. I think Toyota is going to have a great weekend this weekend. I think Richmond is one of their best tracks, but my underdog is not a Toyota. It is a guy who I also shit on earlier. I think Tyler Reddick's going to have a hell of a race at Richmond. I think he's going to do a good job. Now, as far for who I think is going to win the race, he drives a car. It's purple. It's white. It's Denny. It's Hamlin. Denny Hamlin's taking the victory home. He's going to find himself into the playoffs. Not had a good start to the year.
I swear to God, I thought you were going to pick Brad Keselowski.
I did too. That's why I bowed my head.
Because he's wearing.
Actually, I'd like to change my pick to Brad Keselowski.
I'm pretty sure that Denny Hamlin is the worst Toyota driver right now when it comes to points.
No, it's going to suck.
He's
going to win a race. He's going to win a race this weekend. Watch it. Mark it.
Book it.
Book it.
Bet it.
Denny Two Fingers for the win. It's a badass nickname. I'm keeping it. I don't care. Denny, I love you, man. I want you to know if you listen to this shit, I love you, Denny. Denny Two Fingers is a badass nickname. I'd rock that shit.
Well, he's not going to come on the show after you called him that.
Yeah. I just said I loved him. Denny Two Fingers, man. It's a badass nickname.
All right, dog.
Okay, so my underdog. Oh my God. Anyway, for my underdog, shit. Fuck it, Cody Ware.
We love Cody Ware. Yeah.
And for my original pick, You know what I want to do, boys? Do you know what I want to do?
What?
I want to pick Kyle Busch so fucking bad for this weekend. I want to so bad, but I can't
Why
because
not?
there's two good reasons why. His weekend's already fucked because this one decided to throw up all over my bed sheets this morning. So that's already a curse for this
Did you already
weekend.
watch them?
Yeah.
That's impressive that you watched them and already made your bed back. Respect.
I had to fucking hurry or they were gonna stain. So, but still don't matter. He's already fucked this weekend. And second, Kyle Busch has been really, really bad at speeding on pit road in the past couple races at Richmond. I remember 2019 spring race, dominated the first stage. Got caught speeding up pit road. Now that was back when they had like the giant ass spoilers on the short tracks to where you couldn't pass. Never made it back to the lead, so he fucked himself out of that one. Then the fall race last year had that bitch won. Gets caught speeding up pit road again. Finishes.
Dude, I was so glad about that, just for what it's worth.
You should have seen how pissed off I was. Like that would have gotten 1 million viewers on Rowdy Reactions that night if I would have done that a year earlier. Yeah, facts. That's a third reason why right there we're not going to win.
Then make sure it's my 13th reason.
So guaranteed, Kyle Busch will have a speeding penalty this weekend. Guaranteed. But now with that being said, I'm just going to go with Ross Chastain to be the first back-to-back winner this weekend.
I like it.
I'm joining the Ross Chastain fan club. Kyle Busch is going to let me down for 7th week in a row.
Do you want Kyle Busch to be a pallbearer at your funeral so he can let you down one last time?
No, Ben Bayshore.
Oh, Ben.
I love
right.
Pards. I love Pards' offensive laugh.
It's like he hates to laugh at it, but it's too funny to not laugh at. It's like the most apologetic laugh in humanity.
All right, so
I just imagine some tragic shit happening in public, and Barb goes, "Oh." Part is happy Squidward. That's what he laughs like. He laughs like happy Squidward. All right.
Will you record yourself beating up the red M&M if Kyle speeds? Can we get a confirmation?
I'll record myself jumping out this window.
With it in hand.
Live on Rowdy Reactions next week for a Martinsville. That's coming back, so stay tuned.
Put the helmet on and just dive out the window.
No, I'm going to put my neck fan on.
All right, so my pick.
Neck fan.
So I can stay cool.
All right, so for my for my underdog, I'm gonna go for someone. Who was.
I don't know.
All right, so my pick for the race. So for the Xfinity. Oh wait, crap! No, not the Xfinity. What the fuck am I doing? For the car.
Poor Parv. Parv, we are beat reporters for one of the most dangerous sports in humanity, which is motor racing. You've got to be able to power through tragedy.
So as your co-prediction king, my fellow king, who is above me right now, we sit on top of the leaderboard 3-3, while everyone else here is a good old 0-6.
Oh,
and
just like my driver.
With that being said, I think the underdog is someone who was consistent in the first stage, but had bad luck at the rest of the race. Daniel Suarez is my underdog for Richmond.
I like it.
Now, when it comes to my main pick, I'm torn between two people. One is a Ford, and one's a Toyota. I want to say which one I'm going to go for. Then I want to say my other one just as like, I was probably going to go for him. I'm going to go with the Ford. This man has had terrible luck. Didn't get a single win last year. Got completely just. Yeah, it's Kevin Harvick. I'm going with Kevin.
Stole all of his fucking thunder. Like, come on, Kevin, I know it.
Kevin Harvick has had 3 wins at Richmond, and he's going to get his 4th this Sunday. My Toyota was Kurt Busch, so I just decided to go with Kevin Harvick.
I like it. I don't hate the Harvick love. My underdog, it's hardly an underdog, but I think that Joseph Logano is going to turn around. He's been consistent, but I think he's going to turn around the bad luck of Ford and have a really great day. But I think that there's somebody who's going to have an even better day. We've shit on them. Jacob, we're in agreement. Toyotas are going to have a great day. That's why Martin Truex Jr. is going to get his first win of the season at Richmond. That is one of his best tracks statistically. You can't keep a good man down for too long. Truex has been probably one of the most consistent Toyotas so far this season as far as running order. And it's only time for him to get a win and lock himself into the playoffs.
You know who
Martin
else is
Truex
good?
Jr.
You know who else is good at Richmond? Kyle Busch, but he's still going to speed on pit road.
Dalton, I'll tell you one thing. Like, I hate to see your guy. Like, I'm sad when anybody's person struggles. It's sad as a fan, and it sucks. But also, anytime Kyle Busch has a bad day, it's so good for our Twitter that I appreciate, and I'm praying for it every single week now. Because just tweeting that GIF of you at Daytona is like a free 40 likes.
Oh yeah,
right off the bat. So I said there, I'm like, oh, Kyle Busch, something happened.
I can't wait to make another one at Bristol Dirt and Talladega.
It'll be fun though. This weekend, Richmond.
When I go to Bristol Dirt, I'll be banging my head on the seats in front of me. I'd rather commit suicide.
Then Dave Rogers over Ben Bayshore?
Fuck Dave Rogers, bro.
What about Steve Addington?
He sucked ass too. Give me a Jason Ratcliffe.
You know who Kyle Busch needs? Rodney Childers.
He blocked me on Twitter.
Did he?
Because when Harvick got caught cheating at Vegas for that bent ass windshield, so I went to Rodney Childers' Twitter. I said, so now that you got caught cheating today, do you want to admit that you wrecked the whole field in Talladega 2015? And then I got a block 5 seconds later.
Did you?
I swear to God.
Soft. That's soft. You gotta own it. So we're going Richmond racing this weekend. Tomorrow, I believe we will have Jacob and Parv on the back road with In Between Media.
Yes.
They're going to be making an appearance on the back road, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Also, tomorrow, after that, if you feel so inclined, come and check me out as I am co-hosting the first ever inaugural semi-annual JB Seasonal Sport Award Show with PK Jared. We're going to be giving out awards to the district that he photographs, basketball awards. So I'm going to be hosting that award show. Dalton, do you have anything going on tomorrow night that you'd like to plug?
Probably clean up dog puke.
So just tweet at Dalton and ask him to live stream that, and you can watch him. It's going to be a hybrid race, kind of, I guess, because it's a 3:30 start time, and if it's a wreck fest, it could end under the lights. I actually gave thought to going to Richmond just for the hell of it, but then I'm thinking, man, 5 hours there, 5 hours back. I need to be this weekend. I need to just stay home. I need just a at-home weekend, because the weekend after next, I'm going out of town. Then the weekend after that's Bristol Dirt. So Cody needs a rested weekend. So,
I'm getting ready to do 2 races in a row here in a couple weeks for the first time.
Dude, it's fun. The first back-to-back weekend I did was Atlanta and Bristol Dirt.
Yeah, I never did. I've never done back-to-back in my entire life, surprisingly. But
It's a lot of fun. And like when you walk into the stands, like without intention, you're like egotistical about everybody because you're like, I'm a real NASCAR fan. I watched them last weekend too.
Yeah, like I'll be honest, like I said, I'm not looking forward to Bristol Dirt, but I am looking forward to Talladega the week after.
Yeah, you're not looking forward to hanging out with your boys.
That's the only good part about it, and the family too for Easter, but not the race.
You haven't been to a race with Jacob yet, have you?
I have. Well, we didn't sit together, but
Jacob, you're muted, pal.
We went to the SRX Championship, and we went to.
Oh yeah, we did. But he was kind of recovering from his shit that happened.
My surgery.
Okay, yeah. So Jacob, you've not gotten to experience a race with all of us.
No, I have not.
Man, dude.
So
So yeah, me and Dalton, like, we'll carry the energy for our whole group. But Jacob, I need you to just fall in line and just like, whenever we start ragging on Dalton, like mid-race, you have to join us. At Atlanta, every time Kyle Busch would drive by, like all of us, we would stand up. And like after about the 5th lap, like everybody around us started standing up to clap for Kyle Busch. And like everybody's just like clapping and looking at Dalton. We had probably like 40 people like clapping every single time.
I will 100% do that. But let me tell you what I'm so excited for.
Get Bristol Dirt tickets. Get Bristol tickets. Come to the night race.
I'm going to give Parv so much shit at Nashville. It's going to be biblical. It's going to be like the best moment of my life. Parv in the tux, me just ragging on him the entire time we get there.
I wish Parv was coming in for Bristol Dirt.
Yeah, why aren't you coming in, Parv?
Because he's a pussy.
Come on, Parv. Let's peer pressure him live on air.
Damn,
Parv,
that's
Parv,
crazy, dude.
Parv. It's going to be a good time. Nashville, I want to make it out, but I'm going to need something to really sweeten the deal. But in other news, let's end the show there. We've been the left turn cult from Eastern Tennessee. It's me, Cody, your host with the most.
It's me, JKL.
I'm pissed off Kyle Busch fan.
Hashtag Parv Gang. Let's go.
See you next week after Richmond. Hopefully we had some scrap and drama. And hopefully Will Smith doesn't beat anybody up before then.
Oh, no.